Hi there, my name is Tamara Lawler, and you do pronounce it that way, Tamara, not Tamara, because my grandparents were from Quebec because they were Native American, Iroquois, Mohegan Iroquois actually. And, but I also go by Tammy, so whatever's easiest for you, last name Lawler, and I prefer the pronoun she. Let's see, I have 2 teenage boys and 2 puppy beagles that keep me busy during my day, and that's truly how I like to spend my time with all of them as much as possible. I like to cook, I like to garden, I like to read, I love people, I like being outdoors, and I love the game of basketball. So that's me in a nutshell. And then let's see, for 10 years I was a high school English teacher at San Marcos High School in Santa Barbara, and I did have, I taught all levels of ELA, and I did have students that were newly emergent into English that were not given any support by the school system in the California system at that time in the 90s and early 2000s. And that really upset me, and I wanted to become better in my craft to be able to be more inclusive to them. Then I stopped for a brief amount of time raising my 2 little babies, and then I did get hired part-time through UCSB to teach adults and be a writing coach to adults in their workplace. And many of my staff that I was partnered with were adults who spoke subsequent languages other than English. I speak English and Spanish, and it really did help me to learn and grow and partner alongside them. But it just led to many, many more questions as I grew as an educator. So I'm excited about this program and what this program can do for all of our community, and allowing a better quality education, whether they're young or they're adults already, in having full access to an education that permits language variance, permits adaptation, and all the skills that they're going to need to be super successful wherever they choose in their future. And I feel like I am gaining that. So my number one question is, how can we be more inclusive to the families? So in my case, rather than it being the parents, I'm often working with the parents, and they are seeing their own sons and daughters that are far surpassing their ability to speak because they're on playgrounds playing with children all day. They're in classrooms, whereas they're only with me an hour a week. And they're often the ones that are doing jobs that are more private on the campus, in an office, or cleaning an area. And so they're not, if they are around others, they're often speaking their first language. And so anyway, so how can I be more inclusive where we take the shame out of wherever they are on the continuum of biliteracy and bilingualism, and how can we be inclusive into adopting their primary language and showing them that there's a real value in how, if they continue to learn and grow in their primary language, that it goes hand in hand with every subsequent language they're speaking. So I'm really excited about learning that in this class, and thank you in advance for everything you're doing for us.